My name is Merv George Jr., and I am the caretaker of the village of Takamilden. And I'm also the caretaker of the Honta Nikau, which means big house. Part of my job here in the Hoopa Valley Indian Reservation is to make sure that our world renewal ceremonies continue when it's time to have those. I'm also a father, I'm a son, I'm an uncle, I'm a grandpa. So who I am when I'm home here in Hoopa has all of that mixed into it. For my employment, I am the forest supervisor on the Rogue River Siskiyou National Forest. So I, every week, get to drive 3.5 hours from where we are right now up to Medford, Oregon, where I get to caretake the lands, 1.8 million acres to be exact, from Crater Lake to the ocean. It's an honor and a privilege to be able to do all of those things. You know, it's interesting, what I'm doing now in my professional world is exactly what I was doing when I was young. All the lessons that I learned on my grandmother's porch growing up of why taking care of the forests are important. Everything we need as people are located in our local forests, whether that be the food source, whether that be the water source, whether it be your medicinals, your herbs, your transportation routes, your prayer spots, your recreational areas. You need to take care of it so that it can take care of you. So right now, my observation is many of our areas in our forests are sick. They're overstocked with brush, ladder fuels that normally would not have been there had indigenous people been able to continue low intense burning in the fall. Putting low intense burns on the landscape in the cooler times of the year is good fire. Having a raging fire in an area that hasn't seen fire in a long time, that's overstocked, or maybe it's in an area that we as an agency planted too many stems per acre. A lot of them are these plantations and tree farms. If those areas see fire in the wrong time of the year, if you don't get them out, and you don't get them out quickly and safely, you run the risk of ruining an entire ecosystem. And in my worldview, nobody wants that. Nobody wins. The furry critters, the feathered friends, the watersheds, the fish, the people, nobody wins. So it's my job to put those bad fires out when they happen and to prepare the landscapes to put good fire on it when it's time to come. Right now, because we've neglected so many parts of our forest, we have to restore it first before we can then maintain it. But that's the goal. It's really humbling to be able to blend modern science, modern tools, an agency with a rich history of land management, albeit it's a lot different than the indigenous perspective. But as time moves on, and as we look at things like the wildfire crisis, those universes are not getting further apart. If anything, they're getting closer together. People are starting to realize, our experts in ecology, that traditional ecological knowledge has a place in modern science and practice. And so I love being at the tip of the spear on that. I love being able to blend these worlds, being able to go and talk to those elders, those basket weavers, those hunters, those people that know how to take care of these landscapes, and to bring them and introduce them to my staff, and so that my staff can help them, and so that we can work together in those zones of agreement for a common purpose, and that's to take care of the lands that we need.